Alright, in this video, we'll be upgrading the MN86S with a new ESC and a new radio from MN86. Let's take a look. On the MN86, I can put the receiver here because I can take these out or leave them there, it doesn't matter. But I probably will take these out and place the receiver here. And then once I do that, got the idea about this light board here. They got it screwed up in here. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm thinking about 3D taping. I said 3D taping. I don't know where my mind is at. I guess 3D printing. But anyway, so what I was thinking about is doing the 3M tape and taping the ESC up under here, which it'll have a lot of room for me to play with. Like I said, I will probably have to shave this down because this area gives me more room, and so I can use this ESC here, and I actually can fit it right on down in there. And once I shave that little notch down, it'll actually fit plush. It'll flush. It'll be flush, plush, whatever you want to call it. It'll be flush with the interior there. It'll sit down in there. And that way, this would be able to still connect to the motor. And the battery plug will still be able to come down into the area where the battery sits, which is right here. So, and this is how it will look. So, and I just, like I said, playing around and noticed that. I said, and that's the passenger side. So once that sits down in there, the passenger side is sitting in this area. So the passenger side is sitting in this area on over here. So it has a bunch of room for that ESC to sit in. So that is the solution. So I still get to use the ESC that I had laying around that has all kind of settings on here. So it still have its drag brakes and and other different parameters I can set on this. So, and that's what I wanted. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shave that down. We're gonna put that in there. Like I said, the receiver will go here, and we will be in business. That new radio from MN86, I decided to put it here in the MN86S because it has more room for this ESC here. So without having to cut anything. So originally the ESC for this MN86 actually sat right here. So I took out these two prongs here that was here in the ESC that kept the ESC down. And so when I removed those, I 3M taped the receiver down here. And I also 3M the ESC here. And so it has clearance room for it to sit. So basically, if you see where the ESC is at, It's right up under the passenger side seat. And so when you put it down here, it's gonna sit right above this running board here. And so it has room to go down. And so what I gotta do here is get everything plugged in to the receiver here. And I think what I'm gonna do with the power switch here, I think I'm gonna cut a hole. Yeah, I'm gonna cut a hole in the running board right here, so the on and off switch can come through, and I will actually screw it in so it won't move. So I will screw that in there. That's the plan. Power switch here, and screw it in there, and we'll be good. Well, I'm looking at the power switch. The on and off switch should come out right here. If I have my way, it's gonna come out right there. And about to get that done now. Find my little punch hole, and for the screws, to get the screw started, and also cut a hole right there. At first I was thinking maybe I can come up under the crawl up under the chassis, but then I was like, no, I don't want to risk getting it caught up on anything. So even thought about sitting it up under the belly of the crawler and putting the hole down, like either on the side or down middle. I said, nope, that's not a good thing either. Having the on-off switch on this side here. So we're gonna do it with the running board idea. So that's the plan. But first, what we want to do is just hook everything up to make sure lights work, and if it'll actually go forward and reverse and turn. So we want to make sure everything's working before we button everything up. So all right, guys, so we testing the lights and the functionality before we button everything up. So let me hit channel 3 for the lights. So the front lights are on. The rear lights are on. As you can see, right signal, left signal. Pick it up. Should be reverse lights, which is crazy because these should have been. Got brake lights, they're working. I gotta take this off, so because at first these lights were coming on in going forward, but since we got this new system hooked up, now these lights, they don't come on when you're going forward. So that's why I kind of marked them red, because it's crazy. It looked crazy going forward with clear lights, like you had your reverse lights on. So now that we know that, let's see if the front signals are working. Let's see. Left signal is working. Right signal is working. All right, next thing is to see if the throttle is working, make sure it's going in the right direction. So forward, nope, reverse. So we gotta switch those wires. Well, let's see, this one actually has the throttle reverse option. So You're just gonna flip that over and see what it do. Now, there we go. Now it's going forward in the forward position, and it's going reverse in the reverse position. I think that was the battery making all that noise because it's sitting on top of it. Going forward, going reverse. Let's see. Let's see what that is. Turn the throttle all the way up. It was at 50%. So it's going fast in reverse, so we're gonna have to go ahead and change those wires because it is going faster in reverse than it is in forward. So let's change that out. Let's cut that off. Let's switch the wires in. All right. Let's turn it back on. Uh-oh. Put the plug back in. There we go. We gotta do something with these wires once we so it'll be out the way. Alright, let's test it to make sure. Alright, now it's right. It's supposed to be going faster, going forward than reverse, so we got it. Alright. Next upgrade for this thing is the servo, but we'll wait till it go out before we change it. But the servo will be the next upgrade on this. You know, you got heavier wheels, so you'll need a stronger servo. But for right now, it's gonna do. Turn the lights off. Signal works. That's channel 4. I don't think it's connected to. It's not connected to anything. So. So I got a few channels to work with. If I wanted to add a winch or anything like that to it, I could. But I'm trying to see something. Let's go with the throttle low. So that's the throttle on about 20%, 50%. Now let's do 100%. All right. Steering trim is centered. Steering dual rate. It's at 100%, but we'll need about, I don't want to overdo the stock servo, so we'll do about 70-75% of steer radius. All right. We got a channel 5 and channel 6, which like I said, we got about 3 channels available to use for something. So the next thing I want to show you the cuts I made on here to make the body fit without any tire rub with these new tires. So I have to make some cuts in the rear, and I have to make some cuts in the front on all 4 wheel wells. You know, at first when I did this all the way, the back wheel, the tread was hitting the wheel well. It hitting the fenders, so not hitting the fenders anymore. Same for the front. It was hidden. It's not hidden anymore. Even when I turn, it's not hidden, but it looks like it's real close when it's flexed, but it's not hitting it. So it's inside the wheel well, but inside the fender, but it's not rubbing. Same with the front. It's close, but it's not rubbing. With it turn, I mean, get it turned. As you can see here, it's not rubbing. You got that little clearance. So, and that's how it is on both sides. It's not rubbing. Not rubbing at all. You see? You see? Same with it. My cuts ain't as clean as I wanted them to be, but they good enough. I'm not trying to win a RC best of show, so but yeah. Got it. Turn. Not rubbing at all. Not rubbing at all. Not rubbing at all. So just want to show you all that. Got it all buttoned up. I got it all cut up. So now the wheels are operational, functional, without any rubbing. So got that going. So now all we got to do now just get all the wiring straightened out so nothing gets caught in the drive shafts. And I got to turn the ESC around so I can have more length from the battery cable from the ESC, so I can plug the battery up in the battery compartment. So, but all right, guys, that's the end of this video. Just want to show you the final, or should I say the finishing touches of this project I had of upgrading this with the wheels and the shocks and putting this new radio system in, which that wasn't a plan at first, but it was just something that came to my mind when I was struggling with the MN86, trying to figure out what to use, what ESC to use on the MN86 without having to cut. So, but all right, guys, y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Yeah.